Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome back. Tonight is Tuesday, and we are continuing in our series of tarot card readings on Tuesday. Tarot Card Tuesdays, and I can think of no better tarot card reader to do this with us than Stephanie from Willow Unity. Let me bring our guest in here in just a moment. I've seen her ducking and bobbing there.
Yeah, the card fell, so I was like, oh.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
All right. How are you guys doing? How are you doing, Steven? How's your day been going?
It's been a little nutty around here. There's a gas shortage all of a sudden.
Ooh,
So I had to go wait in line to make sure that I could get gas.
Really?
It wasn't a long line, but it was like 3 or 4 cars ahead of me.
Oh, wow.
I had to wait like 15 minutes to get gas.
Whoa. There's a short, well, I know 17 states have declared an emergency with the pipes and stuff like that. I don't know if this is like a scam or if this is like an event.
Yeah, maybe it's just an excuse to raise the prices of gasoline. They use any excuse they can.
Yeah.
Middle East tension, you know, possible war in the Middle East, you know, rebel fighters in the middle. It's always some reason why it goes up, you know?
Yeah. I think there's a lot of crazy things going on too. Also in Colombia, they're also experiencing a lot of crazy things too. I have a friend out there that she's saying that just protesting, the government is allowing people to get killed. Like they're killing people off because you're protesting because of the taxes. Wow. Yeah, it's pretty horrid around the world right now.
I know. You know what? I decided some time ago, like probably around the time that the health crisis started, that I'm just not going to watch the news. Yeah. And but recently I have been again, and I got to tell you, I felt better when I ignored all the loot. I just ignored it all. You know, if there was something important, somebody would tell me about it, or I'd hear about it, and then I could read about it if I wanted to, but in general, they're just pumping all this stuff at us constantly. It's like noise, you know, like be afraid. It's terrible. Be even more afraid, you know?
Yeah, it's getting to that point where it's just...
This last weekend, there was like 432 people shot and killed across the United States. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So violence is on the rise. A lot of things are on the rise. I'm trying to maintain my zen. I'm just trying to, you know, chant every day or meditate or something and try to remain peaceful and calm and, you know, just do the best that I can here.
Yeah. I mean, that's all we can do right now at this point in time. Like, there's just so many things going on and a lot of people's ideologies of like their conspiracies. And it's just, we really don't know the truth. Truly, at the end of the day, you know, I think right now we're in crucial moments, and I know that there's so many people saying like we're living like biblical times and stuff like that, and you know, and I don't doubt that.
I really hope not. But I'm almost done building an apocalypse cabin.
So, hey, at least you have somewhere to go. Right?
You know what's funny is that so many people, you know, I'm not really too much of a prepper or nutter like that, but like when some of my friends from the city, you know, heard I'm just building this cabin out in the mountains, they're like, why? Why would you bother? Who would want to live there? The place is crazy, you know, like bears and woods. But after this last year, they're all like, you know, that was probably a good idea. Maybe it was a good idea to build that thing because I have someplace to escape to if the city hit or whatever happens.
At least you're like not with a bunch of people everywhere cutting with their heads cut off, like trying to figure out what to do. I mean, if it gets to the point where the gas definitely gets cut off, because there's a few things. So they're saying that at first it's going to start with the gas and then it's going to start with the food. And I'm just like... the last thing we need is...
the last thing we need. And then, you know, it's just all of this madness this last year has been, all of this craziness. And it just seems like it's not getting better. They just keep throwing, like, I'm waiting for the asteroids to start coming, you know, or something else crazy. The aliens, maybe. Like, what else is going to happen? Yeah. But you are right. Like a lot of people don't realize this. There is only 3 days worth of food in most
Ooh.
major grocery stores. They get truck shipments every single day. So if there's no trucks, there's no fuel, there's no trucks, there's no food. In 3 days, it's eat your neighbor's time, like Alex Jones. He's going to eat his neighbors. I don't know if I want to eat my neighbors. I'll go to the cabin. There's wild turkeys, and
really?
There's pheasant, wild turkeys, and deers everywhere.
Wow! You're lucky.
You can't even walk through the woods without seeing turkeys.
Really?
Everywhere I go, I see wild turkeys or pheasants. Yeah, and I see deer. They walk all around, like, you know.
Oh, you're lucky. Well, you know what? You're set. I think you're set to go.
I'll just be eating country. Wild turkey is not very good though. It's like all dark. It's like all dark meat mostly.
Oh, I've never had it.
And it's tough. Weird. It's tougher than a regular turkey because it's like, you know, they eat bugs and worms.
Turkey's tough.
Yeah,
so I can only imagine. Probably gamey,
what we're gonna do here? We're waiting on the live chat to fill up, and I guess we're going to be giving people readings. So we're going to do it the same way that we did it before, which is birth sign and question, right?
You could do that. I mean, or you could just put your question, because obviously with your show, I'm doing the readings because I'm not doing it anymore on my channel because I'm switching things up. But here, you know, feel free, guys, to ask me questions. Even if you have like a conspiracy question you're questioning about, you're like, hey, is this true or not? I'm more than willing to do that too. It doesn't always have to be a personal question. So.
Okay, and I'm a bad show host, so I'm making a banner right now.
Things last minute, huh?
I am terrible at this show hosting stuff. So if you want a reading, birth sign and question in all capital letters, this will let us know that is for me. You know, I wanted to. We were gonna. The last couple of times you were here, we did a general reading, and I couldn't really think of one. But what we just touched on is a good topic. Like, could you do a general reading on if things are going to be more peaceful or calm in the coming year, or they're going to get worse?
Oh, that's such a good one, and I'm going to do that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's see what's coming up. Let's do the next from this point all the way to the end of the year, because you know how like we kind of discussed I think in 2 episodes ago how like this whole June and unveiling of like truths and stuff like that about, you know, aliens and all the other garbage that they're trying to come out with.
All the other garbage. All the other garbage, yeah.
So let's see what is going on here. All right. Okay. Mind you, too, today's a new moon in Taurus, so ooh. That's good. So for those of you guys that are wondering about the full moon, I know there was somebody in the last, I think yesterday, that they lost their job, and I'm not surprised because there's something new coming on the horizon. So if that person ends up coming on, you can definitely read them. Oh, very interesting. So I see that we have the High Priestess here. So the High Priestess represents obviously the good side and the bad side of life, right? The yin and the yang. Also it represents intuition. You know, with intuition, you know, a lot of people, which I've been, you know, listening to other individuals and people talking about this, that they're starting to reach a new level of awareness now. I don't know if you've noticed this, Stephen, but the last like couple of weeks, especially last week with the Schumann resonance, if you're familiar with that, you know, with all the radiation coming onto the earth, essentially that's, they say light code energy or whatever you want to call it, but I feel like it's mostly energy that's being uplifted onto the collective and onto our earth. So a lot of people have been experiencing like tiredness, fatigue, you know, disorientation, feeling like they're out of it, they're not being themselves, or they feel lack of appetite, or their diet switching up. So that's something that I've been noticing a lot. So I know that when the High Priestess does come out, what I'm getting for sure is that there are going to be things that are going to continue to come out. You know,
great. That means the asteroids and the aliens, Stephanie. They're gonna get us.
God. Yeah, there's a lot of things coming out. Still, it's not going to stop. If you thought that you know, last year and even this year already, you know, oh, there's so much stuff coming out. No, it's it's going to keep going to where it's going to make people feel very sick in a sense. They're not going to understand what is what, you know. I also see that the financial stock market is also going to plummet. The reason why I say this, the reason why I say this,
on top of everything else that we've been experiencing, now we're going to get to total financial failure.
But this is not a bad thing, though, because the reason why I say that, wait.
You have finances. I don't really have any finances, so it's not going to affect me, you know.
So the reason why I say that is because, as you guys are very aware in the news, how like Bill Gates got a divorce, blah blah blah. That was kind of the
Stephanie,
kickoff.
Listen,
yes,
you're right. You reminded me. Maybe we could do a tarot card reading on this. Did you know how much money Jeff Bezos' ex-wife is going to get?
Oh, a pretty penny. I'm going to tell you that.
Yeah, but I want to know who is going to end up with the world's most expensive vagina. Is it going to be Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, or is it going to be Bill Gates' ex-wife? I want to know which vagina is worth more.
I mean, from what I heard, she's a man. So, you know, we can get into that topic too. A lot of these billionaires.
Really? I've never heard that. I've never heard
that. There's like rumors going on that.
You know what I heard that I heard that one of they won't say who, but somebody said that one of them cheated with a Chinese translator.
I'm sure it's Bill Gates, 100%.
Really? Bill Gates? Well, it's always the man? The woman can't be
because there's news coming out that he had signed
women, Steph. Just because they're married doesn't mean they're not sluts, okay?
Hey, women do it too. I'm not saying men are the only ones.
You think it was Bill Gates too?
Yeah, Bill Gates is something else. But the reason why I say this is that the financial system of the dollar is really starting to come down, and don't be surprised if you notice that the stock market will sort of kind of start plummeting along with cryptos. But remember though, when I say this, is that cryptos will come right back, like quick, in a flash. You may see it come down a little bit, but it's going to skyrocket right back up. So I feel like right now we're still going through this transition, you know, with all these energies. In the next couple of months, there's still going to be truths coming out. There's still things that are starting to break down and trying to rebuild itself. And unfortunately, you know, with these big billionaires, trillionaires, they're the ones that are suffering, not the common folk. So there is destabilization with a lot of people in the collective. So I definitely see that with this card here. It usually represents, you know, having fun in the home or celebration, just being happy, but that's not the case right now. So it's going to end up being where these next few months, it's going to be a little interesting for a lot of individuals, that the foundations of our country are crumbling. The reason why I say this is because
you just confirmed all of my fear. I gotta go and work double time on my apocalypse cabin this weekend because of you. Okay, because of you.
God. I mean, you know what? It's the cards. You know what I mean?
I was gonna go fishing. I can't now. I gotta hurry up and finish the apocalypse cabin because apocalypse may be indeed coming.
What? I mean, okay, so I don't want to worry people, but it's just like the truth is there. I mean, if you do your research, look again, there's no opportunity for this dollar to go back up. I feel like things are going to start kind of be a little weird in the next couple of months because we're transitioning right now. We're literally transitioning currencies. I'm sure you guys are very aware how like crypto is changing, and it's going to be like the new ways of currency. That's been the talk for the last couple of months, but I feel like it's going to definitely be known towards like the summertime. You're going to notice around the summertime too that it's going to be a very good time for people that are invested for sure in crypto. I already see it, you know, I'm feeling it already, but there has to be a correction. Remember that. Just because something's really high or whatever, there always has to be a come down. So I'm going to pull a few more cards. Oh yeah, look it. We're going to be very defensive with a lot of the things that are going on. So there's still going to be protests. It's going to continue. It's not going to stop. I know a lot of people are waiting for this crap to stop, but it's just going to continue. Unfortunately, that's just what it is. And also too, like the partnerships we have with other countries is also in the rocks. Oh my God, this is scary. So like, so you know, we're defending ourselves too, as also with the collective. If you've noticed, guys, that we've been more awakened than normal. We've been more aware of things that are going on, and we're going to be putting up a fight. You know, but the thing is that in order to have, you know, sunshine and rainbows, you know, it has to get ugly. We have to have this tower moment. You know, this tower moment is not
the tower. You pulled the tower card. I know what that one means. That's not good. You know, the tower card. That ain't a good one. Does
the tower.
I mean, look. Disaster. Does it mean disaster?
Okay, so this card here. This is the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So
she's telling us we're going to live and die in disaster land, and she's laughing.
Because it's just like it's funny the way that you're saying this. Okay, no, it's funny the way you're saying it because it's comical, but like in reality, this is like really intense things that are happening. And I'm feeling this ramp up too. Like that's what's crazy about all of this is that there's this ramp up happening. Like it's like at its boiling point. So also too, the Four of Pentacles, the people that have been in power are going to lose their shit. They're losing their money right now. Well, they're freaking out
because they've been screwing the middle class for the last year like crazy, right? God forbid you have a business.
Yeah, so they're definitely losing a lot of money right now. Yeah, there's no opportunity to come back from it, and they know this. And that's the thing; they understand that with what's been going on, that there's no chance for them to really continue. And also, there's truths coming out too. So just because like the truths of them are coming out, they're going to bring everybody with them that's been under this negativity and this crazy stuff that's been going on. There hasn't been a judgment call yet, so there's a delay. So understand that in the next couple of weeks there will be a lot of delays. The reason why I also say this too is because Mercury, if you guys are into astrology, Mercury is going to be in retrograde in Gemini. This represents technology, represents communication, represents signing contracts. This can also be like if you have like surgery planned, anything like that, and that in those matters. Make sure if you have to do it, make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's, because sometimes things can be a little funky. Technology right now will be a little funky. So if you notice like your computer is acting weird, or your phones, or just communication in general, even talking to other people seems a little off, that's kind of like
because the aliens are coming, right? They're pre-invasion. They're monitoring our communications.
So, you know, judgment, the judgment card is in reverse. Gosh, come on, God, what's going on? So, the Nine of Pentacles. People are not going to be happy with this. So, there's a lot of people that are invested that are going to be losing money too. Wow, this is insane. I'm feeling really bad because this is really intense energy that I'm pulling. Definitely going to have to cleanse when I'm done. There's gonna be a lot of people moving out, moving away. People wanting to travel right now.
People are gonna be moving to the woods.
Moving to the woods.
I'm moving to the woods. Plenty of food there, and yeah.
Yeah, things are gonna get pretty spicy, but I do see that you know, with the government, I feel like they're trying to make some crazy moves here behind the scenes. That's what I'm getting deeply. They're trying to make strategic moves because they know that things are about to hit the fan, especially in June. They're kind of like just trying to test the waters right now and seeing how things are going. They're losing their shit. Oh my God. So this is the 10 of Wands in reverse. So when we get the 10 of Wands in reverse, a lot of the times it means that the battle's not done. There's still a lot of things that have to be worked out, like that common term, like people say, like, oh, we have to drain the swamp. Yeah, the swamp definitely runs deep, so there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done behind the scenes, and unfortunately we're not going to see it currently. There's going to be a lot of delays with that information, but know that when Mercury goes direct, that the communication is going to be crazy, and there's going to be a lot of things said. Yeah, there's no endings yet. So we do have the 10 of swords in reverse too. A lot of reversals, a lot of delays. So I want to pull what's going to happen from let's say September to December. So we know that June, July, August are going to be fire months. May is usually the kickoff. I think I already said this the last live that we were on, how May is like the beginning. And if you notice, like even just like the 17 states are doing a state of emergency with the pipes, with the oil, with the gas, it's that is the kickoff. So wow, a lot of cards just fell out.
Well, thanks for bringing us so much good news, Stephanie.
I didn't know it was going to come out.
Why did I even ask about this? Well, we have some people in the live chat if you'd like to move on to
yeah, we can totally do that.
Yeah, so Jay Roach is here. Shout out to Jay Roach, who says, my girlfriend Alicia is Aries and wants to know, what does her future hold in regards to money intake?
Interesting the way that you worded that. So basically you're wanting to know like what's going on with her finances. Is she going to improve, or is she going to lose money? What's going on with that? So we can totally pull that. I will also pull an oracle for your girlfriend because of the full or the new moon in Taurus. So let's see, I'll pull a few cards here. Okay. So we have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles represents balancing of finances. So I feel that with your girlfriend, she needs to learn to balance herself and the way that she thinks about her finances. I also get sometimes she can kind of be a little negative when it comes to money, or like very impatient because she wants things to happen. And I just realized that she's an Aries. So that impatientness, just being very like, I just want things to go my way. So she needs to balance in regards to the way she looks at her money, that mental, Aries rock. So that mental, when it comes to that financial abundance, she needs to switch her mindset. I see that before she was very tired of the way that she's saying things, but I feel like now that it's in reverse with the Nine of Wands, I feel like she's not giving up. I think she's going to continue to push forward in her finances, but it's all about changing that mindset, the way that she looks at her money, in order for her to gain a lot of that abundance. She also needs to fill her cup. So it's also, Spirit's also saying that, she needs to connect with herself. She's very imbalanced. That's why her money's a bit imbalanced. I've got 3 more cards that are here. This has to do between the partnership between you and her. So I know this is irrelevant to what you asked, but this is what just came out. So 2 of Cups, just filling in, coming together with that money. There's going to be some celebration, some victory moments. I think when you two work together, that's when money is going to be flourishing for both of you. When it's just her by herself, it's not the same. When it's just you two together with that financial abundance, it just keeps flowing. So something about you two, which is very interesting. I'm going to pull an oracle now. So yeah, just have her work on raising her vibration, rethinking the way she looks at money, at herself. Her self-esteem is also plays a part of confidence. Nothing is yet set in stone. So I'm not surprised either, because she wants things to happen now, but unfortunately, time is of the essence. So she just needs to be patient with herself, and conclusions are within reach. And your dreams need a practical plan, and your confidence is key to success. So, like what I just said earlier, you just have to work on the self before you try to master any financial gain. So I hope that helped.
Good. 1 second now. Let me find the next one. I know I saw another one. Okay. Blind Dave, crypto, another Aries. He wants to know about crypto, outlook on persistence.
XPRT. Oh yeah, he's usually on my lives too. He'll come over and say what's up. He was on my live earlier. But for sure, let's see the outlook on. Whoa. So it looks like there's a decision needing to be made in regards to crypto. I feel like you're trying to make a move right now, and the thing is that right now is not the time yet. You need to be patient. There's not enough information to make any type of moves right now with your cryptos. I'm getting heavily that you need to wait. Something about waiting. Don't make any rash moves because things are about to skyrocket. With whatever it is that you're investing. And I also see that you're going to feel like you're not going to be stuck anymore. So that's really good. The Eight of Swords here, not feeling stuck, being able to see clearly. So in the beginning, you felt like this, but soon you're going to feel like you're not as binded or stuck, or you can't see clearly the way that you're looking at things. And I see you manifesting more abundance when it comes to your crypto. So continue to manifest, continue to move forward with your cryptocurrencies, because it's going to make you a very, very wealthy man. I feel that heavily with you. And I think you know this. I think we kind of talked about this. You and I think you had a reading with me a while back. But, whoa, cards are just flying today. Adjustments are required. So you just need to think about how you're, looking at your cryptos. Make a strategic plan. It's asking to, don't do just free willy-nilly. Try to find someone that you can find more information about the cryptos you're inquiring about. Also to, again, have a game plan. Also, you got the confidence is your key to success. Know that you can reap abundance. Know that you can actually achieve your goals. So I definitely do see that for sure. And also step out of your comfort zone is another card that came up for you. And then have faith in your dreams. So yeah, just have faith that things are definitely going to flourish when it comes to your crypto, along with the answers and conclusions are within reach. So just be patient. Don't make any crazy moves. You'll be all right. So I hope that helped you, Blind Dave.
Nice. And the next one, All Around Arbiter is here. Shout out to All Around Arbiter, who is Sagittarius, and says, I want to know how the visit to my dad in July is going to go.
All right. Someone said it's not 666.
Yeah, I don't know. They're talking about patents, Microsoft patents. 666. No, it's 060606. Still a lot of sixes.
Oh, okay. So I see you definitely made that decision to go to see your dad in July. I also see that with this situation too, that you need to put your guard down, because I feel like when it comes to your father, there's some situations with him that you still haven't healed just yet. But I see that you're definitely working on that though. So I feel like it's going to go good. You just have to be more open and receptive to the way that you are with your dad. But I definitely see you working towards that for sure, because this is the Eight of Pentacles. So it's going to be very good. I feel like it's going to be an amazing time for you. And this definitely is a new beginning in the way that you're thinking or how you're viewing your father. When you meet him and you see him in July, when you go visit him, I feel like there's going to be a newfound respect for him. I feel that heavily. Like you're going to feel so much better that you did make this trip. I see that your heart's going to be healed as well, and you're not going to feel like you're going back and forth with the decisions with your father. So very, very positive. I think don't overthink it though. Don't overthink. Don't feel like things are not going to go well, but because I feel like they are, and I feel like you've done a lot of work on yourself recently. So that's what's up. Okay, so show the world the real you. So this really just describes like, don't be afraid to be yourself with other people, even including your father. So just be kind to yourself, be gentle to yourself. And also too, we have expect a powerful change. So the relationship with your father is definitely going to be changing. The way that things were in the past is in the past now, and know that when you see him again, that things are definitely going to change for the better. So I do hope that helped. I hope that helped you all around arbiter.
Okay, let's find our next victim. I mean, friend.
Our next victim.
Well, considering that future that you told me about, I don't think I want a reading from you again, lady. You scared me.
I'm not trying to scare people. It's honestly like
we should be like David Wilcock. We got to tell everybody, even the trolls, just buy some rice. Even if you don't believe me, because just buy some rice, okay, you trolls.
Oh my God. I mean, look, things can change in a heartbeat, but right now we're literally going through really hard situation. So I think that you know, as long as you are prepared, I mean, I'm prepared. I make sure that I've been just piling dry food in my cupboards just in case.
I got quite a collection at the cabin. Yeah.
Just never know, you know.
And I have even some of that prepper food that comes in buckets.
It's like you do?
Dehydrated, or I don't know if it's yeah, it's like, you know, it'll stay good for 3 years in the bucket that you in, you know? Yeah. I don't want to be hungry.
Shoot, and it sucks to be hungry.
Yeah. All right, Truthseekers. Andrew Whitley is here and says, I bought a game last week and it came with random tarot card. I got the Fool. Well, that's not good. But he wants to know, how will I do with my art and music this year?
Long question. Well, okay, so 2 things with the Fool. You know, when you pull up the Fool, it represents a new beginning, but it also represents this unawareness of this new beginning, and again, being the Fool, right? Not really seeing things for what they are, kind of just going in blindsided. So that's usually what it represents. But a lot of people like to say like, oh, it's like, you know, I guess trying to have a new beginning, but in reality, it just represents that you're going into something blindsided. So you want to just be careful on what happens, but we'll go ahead and pull some cards here. Whoa. These cards are flying today. So I see that you are definitely healed from whatever you've gone through in the past regarding your heart. Some sadness or disappointment possibly from the past that is now being cleared away. However, there's still some feeling of worrying and feeling abandoned, or feeling like left out, or just feeling like things are failing. This is the current energy of what the cards are telling me in regards to what is it that you're trying to seek. As far as your music, there's going to be awesome times. Let me tell you, you're going to be celebrating a lot when it comes to your music and your arts. I definitely see that. But from the past, I can tell that like you were definitely going through a lot with this, feeling worried and feeling like people don't have your back, or feeling isolated, not having the connection that you're seeking. But I do see that things are going to start changing around very soon. I also see that you're not overthinking anymore. I see that you're definitely using more discernment and not overly in your mind, constantly having to like analyze everything. And I don't see that happening anymore. I see that you're definitely going to have a clearer viewpoint in the way that you're going to be doing your music. I also see that you're going to be balancing yourself out in the situation. So continue doing your music. I'm also picking up that it's like you're very like, with your hands, I'm noticing like you're with your hands creating, like whether it's music or just simply writing music, or just simply, I just see you kind of like focusing really hard on what is it you're doing. And sometimes there's late nights, but you appreciate those late nights because you experience a lot of creativity around, you know, nighttime. I also see that there's going to be things that you're going to be cutting out of your life that aren't working for you no longer. So I definitely feel like, you know, in the next couple of months, you're going to be clearing away what doesn't serve you, so that when you come into your true passion, you know, it's crystal clear. So let's see what the new moon has to offer you. Cards here. Whoa. Meditate and contemplate. So you need to take time to go within yourself, and also balance your ego and your higher self. So there's some times where your ego will like to come and step in the way and tell you can't achieve your goals or you can't do what it is that you're trying to do. But I think that that's just all the mind, right? That's all just inner conflicts. But I feel like when you start to kind of go within, and I'm not saying like, oh, you need to meditate 24/7. If anything, I think what I've learned personally is that meditation should be all the time. Which means in reality is connecting with you, because you have God within you, if you believe in God. Because I know a lot of people don't, but just connecting with yourself, I think will do wonders for you. And also, luck is on your side when it comes to music. This is awesome.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's
Luck
okay.
is on your side. That's better than apocalypse.
It's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be very interesting. Some people may feel the effects from it. Some people may not. But I know that people are gonna be like, "Oh shit, what's going on?"
Yeah, I want to address some questions from a live comment. Don Crazeface is here and says, "Sorry, we challenge ufology, yet buy this crap. WTF?" And listen, some people wanted me to have psychics or tarot card readers here or as guests, and so we're trying some new things. I don't know.
I don't know. I guess people expect that tarot readers are like these like weird looking old gypsy lady that has like, you know what I mean? Like, it has such a bad rap. And honestly, like, if you really understand the art of tarot and understand that these are just tools that are being used to help you navigate through times in your life where you can't see clear. And that's why I tell everyone that gets a reading from me, like, take this not like as a grain of salt, but just take this as a guide or as a tool, because at the end of the day, everyone has free will to do whatever they want. Things can change just like that. You know what I mean? So that's how I put it. So if people want to hate, let them hate, because they're just giving you more views. So whatever.
Well, no, listen, I've been interested in tarot cards my whole life. I read tarot cards for a time.
Yeah.
So, just kind of, I invite people to talk about things I'm interested in here. So
yeah, it's your show.
Yeah, it is my show.
It's your show.
Listen, I don't want anybody to be upset or unhappy with the content, but you guys have to realize that you can't please everybody in the audience. Some people we have a good crowd here because we have some people in the audience, in this audience, that are hardened skeptics about everything from like JFK to 9/11 to Bigfoot and UFOs. They're very skeptical. And then we have some skeptical believers that just don't accept, fairy tales. They want research and evidence, but they want to believe. And then we have, I guess, a small percentage of very woo people that believe all this stuff, that believe tarot cards and psychics and empaths and, super soldiers. And, so we have a huge mix here on our show. We're not always going to please every one of them. So I do my best up here. And Steph is nice enough to come here. I try to get some other psychics, but that other dude gets them all. What's his name?
I mean, if you're interested, I do have other people that do.
Yeah, I would do a few other people. Sure.
Yeah, I have people that I can recommend you for sure that that are pretty good. So, if you want to diverse with tarot, for sure, I'll let them know.
And
that,
you know what? The one other thing I guess I should mention is that, like, I listen to a bunch of different podcasts, and this is just my way of doing it. If I tune into this podcast that I generally listen to a good deal of time, and he's talking about a subject or has a guest talking about a subject that I don't like, I just tune it off. I don't listen.
Right.
There's always that option, and please do come back when we're talking about something. If you don't dig this, then please, respond accordingly, but come back when we are talking about something. And I'm sure there'll be a short period of time. And Yvonne is here, new to the live chat. You are most welcome here, new subscriber. So that is good. And this is a good question. She even knows the dude she's interested in. She knows. She wants to know more about Sebastian. This is getting juicy.
Okay, let's see.
Says, what does Sebastian feel about me? And she is a Pisces.
Okay.
It's always spicier when there's love interests involved.
Right?
And sex. Right? Gotta be
I guess you could add that to it too, right?
Gotta be some sex.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Wow, everyone's getting this card. What is going on? Hold on, what card fell? You're very curious about this person, huh? Yvonne's laughing. Oh, okay. And mind you, I'm actually using the original tarot deck. So this is like the OG of the OG tarot deck. So if you guys don't know who Rider White is, I definitely suggest you check. If you're interested in doing this yourself, this is a first deck you should start off with because it's the original one. Because if you start doing other decks, it's like it kind of gets confusing for people. So yeah. Ooh, a lot of cards came out, girlfriend. So all right. So ooh, okay. I don't want to scare you, and I'm not going to scare you because this is just what it is right now, what's coming out. So right now, I definitely don't see that he feels stuck with you. But I do feel like he's kind of sort of just entertaining this negativity because the devil is here. The devil card's here, and usually when the devil card is here is when they're thinking negative thoughts or negative traits about them that they're still dealing with. In the past, he felt like he didn't have a chance with you. Not moving forward, there could have been like a kind of an issue with you two in the past where you guys probably weren't getting along or something like that. But I definitely feel like because it's this way, you know, I feel like he did take that opportunity with you. I think this is from the past for sure, with whatever he was dealing with. He's also leaving his exes behind him. So that's obviously a good sign, right? So women from the past that he was dealing with is no longer haunting him, or he's no longer dealing with that aspect. However, I see that he's not really, or either could be you, that you're not emotionally available right now. So there's some type of disconnection going on right now, or it could just be that right now he's going through something. He didn't obviously walk away from you while the devil comes out again. I'm guessing you got the devil before. So with this card here, I don't see him really walking out. So this is a 6 of swords in reverse. I see him, he's still staying along, but there's not an opportunity just yet with, you know, with himself, filling his own cup. He's having issues with himself, and it's kind of radiating outwards into your guys' situation, where that is why you're in question as far as like what is going on with him. How does he feel about me? Because I see you really thinking about it. Oh, there's a little playback a little bit. I don't know if it's on your end.
No, I'm sorry.
I don't know. Yeah, that was weird. But that happens from time to time, I guess. But I like your mic, though, by the way.
Maybe it's the aliens.
Maybe it's the aliens penetrating and just, I don't know, trying to disrupt the live. Who knows? But the Queen of, you know, Cups, you know, just understanding that you're really deep in emotion right now with the situation. You're, like, really holding in. And what I'm getting to is that you need to use your intuition. This is the back of the deck. I want to show you this. This is you. Because you're very intuitive. And I feel like you need to go within yourself. You need to start going within to work with the energies, because remember, you know, when we have fallouts with the people that we were with or whatever, a lot of that is because internally we're going through something that we're mirroring, because we mirror our relationships. So when we mirror our relationships, sometimes it plays out in each other, and we're just like, why is this person doing this? Well, look at yourself first before you point that finger at another person. Figure out what you're doing that's causing this distance between this individual, or chaos, or whatever conflict between this individual. I'm gonna pull a oracle for you for the new moon. Okay, so fiery climax approaches. Well, that's nice. So there is going to be truths in this situation with this new moon. I definitely feel like you're going to get the answers you're seeking, and also that you are good enough. So definitely don't feel like you're not, because you need to bring that confidence to the table, and you are it, girlfriend. If this person doesn't like you, there's plenty of other fish in the sea, but know that you are good enough. So I hope that this helped you.
Awesome. And once again, anybody who wants a reading, please put your birth sign and question in all caps.
Someone's like, bye. Okay, bye-bye.
I know. And you know what's funny is that's kind of more, I guess, a person that likes when I like rip apart fake psychics that I think are damaging people. Like later tonight, I'm probably doing another show covering Sarah R. Adams, who has all these superpowers, like she could heal people's cats, and she's taking tons and tons of money from people.
Wait, I feel like I saw her on someone's show.
She was just on Jimmy Church.
No.
And while she was there,
on John Claude's show?
Oh, she was probably on John Claude's shows. But while she was there, she
said hypnosis, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. And while she was on Jimmy Church's show, she started telling everybody about all her new superpowers that she'd never mentioned before. Like now, she can go through black holes, and then she talks to the aliens on the other side and all of this other stuff. So,
okay.
We're going to talk about her superpowers. She keeps getting more superpowers.
Okay, I don't know about that. That's something with, okay, so you want to know what's crazy? This is how I know that people are frauds when they say they talk to aliens. So I found out that the government, like certain parts like of the world, right, when people try to like have spiritual awakenings, or they get really heavily into their spirituality and they reach these new levels of enlightenment and they're meditating for hours on end and they can astral project, and then they come back and say, hey, like I am, talking to aliens now. They actually have technology to where they will replicate you thinking that you're talking to aliens, but you're really not.
I mean, if you want to talk to aliens, smoke some DMT. You will.
Shrooms.
I'm not kidding. No, especially DMT though.
Oh yeah, that's intense.
If you want to really have an experience where you think that you're talking to interdimensional or alien beings, smoke some DMT, and I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Those the machine elves. I know people like to see the machine elves when they're on DMT and stuff.
Yeah, I've heard about that, and it's funny that so many people see the same things.
Yeah, it's a little strange. I think
trip or it's a hallucinogen. You would think that everybody would see different stuff.
Yeah, it makes you question a lot of what's really going on behind the scenes. But again, we're never gonna know because we are not that lucky yet to really know what the hell's going on. So.
Well, we know about the upcoming apocalypse now, thanks to you.
Look, it's not essential apocalypse. It's just more. I think we just need to be very aware of what the hell is going on because, again, I just want to see what this whole thing is about in June. That's what I'm really wanting to understand. Like, there's a lot of talk about it, even with the UFOs, and so what is it that they're going to reveal truly? Because I know I kind of mentioned to you a little bit that they are going to, but what exactly is it? Like what are they truly hiding? Is what I want to know. So. We're going to have to wait and see, I guess.
This health crisis scares me, not so much from a health perspective. I mean, it's a tragedy, anybody that was affected. But the mortality rate being only 1%, like even the SARS virus was like 15%.
Wow.
So, like, if they went this nuts, locking us all down and making us hide in our houses for, something that has a 1% mortality rate, what's going to happen if they have one that's a 15 or a God forbid a 50 or
Oh God, that I don't know. I think things would be kind of crazy, to be honest with you. I don't think people would know what to do.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see. I'm seeing if we have somebody else that wanted a reading.
I think I did see someone actually. Let me see.
Somebody was asking where my other 2 camera angles were at. That's not a reading request. Anybody want to read?
Somebody said, Orion. I said, I don't know, meet on a full moon, Leo. I don't know if that's a question but he said his birth sign.
Clarify if you want, and then we'll take your question next.
This guy's still going, are you fucking kidding me? What have you become? I don't know, what have you become? I mean, you're enjoying obviously the live.
Hey, I like you coming to the live chat. You've been a very good participant and community member here, and I'm sorry that I did one show out of 200 videos that you disagreed with the content of. I'm doing the best that I can here. People ask me to do this kind of content. Some of them more.
Yeah. I mean, look, dude, if you don't like this stuff, then you can simply click off, you know what I mean? And then you could watch, maybe a kitty video that might tickle your fancy. I don't know. I mean, it's just funny because it's like this guy said it multiple times. So obviously he's getting a kick out of it. So I don't know. But okay, I think we have 2 people actually. Oh no, Steven froze. So it looks like Steven froze. And I do see a few of you guys actually in the chat. So I guess when he comes back, let's see here. Let me let him know that he's frozen. Hold on, guys. Okay, so I told you guys, Mercury retrograde is not a joke. Look it up. You know what I mean? I told you Mercury retrograde is around the corner. Oh, there you are. You're back.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know how, but I got kicked out of my own stream.
It's not Mercury retrograde. I told you.
It's the aliens. It's got to be the aliens.
But there is a couple of people that did come in.
Yeah, Andrew Whitley says, say thanks to Steph for the reading. Yeah, Andrew Whitley.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Actually, I missed those comments, but everybody you gave a reading to gave a big thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
And hey, Don, I don't think that you're being rude. I just think you feel strongly. And that's, it's fine. Like I said, I'm sorry you don't like this. You like a lot of other content that we have here. So.
Yeah, people in the chat are getting a little upset about this guy being rude.
No, it's okay. Look, we have a free speech zone here, so people could say if you think it's okay. Like I could take it. It's okay. I'm aware that not everybody's going to like every show that I do, or whatever. I have some people that don't care anything. We cover a lot of UFO stuff, and when we get, and they don't care, so they just they let me know, like cover different stuff, not just UFOs all the time or whatever. Kind of like hearing.
Man, it's like what I don't know. It's just so weird when people tell you what to do, what they do. Like I feel like when it comes to YouTube and like doing your channel, it's like I know that it's like a consumer based thing, but at the same time, like how do you expect to grow as a creator, as a person? You have to do what you want and not please other people, because that's not healthy either, I think.
Yeah, it's all good. And I think there's even other show hosts busting my balls, but I'm okay with that too, because whatever. I've certainly busted some other show host balls.
Yeah, exactly.
It's karma. So and
karma comes around, goes around. You know what I mean? There is a lot of people actually asking. Oh my gosh. Okay, so wait. So let's see here.
Yeah, and I have a feeling that some other show hosts may have winded some of these guys up, and if that's the case, that's fine too. But
yeah, who cares? I mean, at that, I think I laugh at this.
Come on, bro. You know what? I will not listen. I am not aware of all the stuff that Zen ever said in his lifetime. There's no way I could be. So, do I disagree with a lot of stuff Zen says? Absolutely. But he wanted to have a public talk, and sort of explain his meltdown, and he apologize or whatever. If you don't like that too, whatever, let's move on and do some readings, because that's what we're here to do. And
if you guys, or if you have any moderators, just kind of do your job a little bit. If you see that there's individuals like talking crap, like at this point,
it's okay. Like I'm okay with it. They can say what they like, and it's okay.
Yeah,
they can express dissatisfaction with one show, but I ask that the live audience people be respectful to all the guests that I have. We've had some people here. I like the alien shrimp guy. The aliens gave him a shrimp. That was one of my favorites. Okay.
Okay, so.
Wow, you know what's so funny? I have had a semi-recurring dream of the same thing.
Really?
Aquarius, why do I dream about losing teeth for decades? I thought in my case it was like a subconscious fear.
Whoa, that's
like I don't want to be toothless. I came from Kensington in Philadelphia, where nobody has teeth, or everybody has rotted teeth. You know, it's like
what
famous.
What an arrogant lady. Wow, there's some really toxic people here in the chat. What an arrogant lady, for lack of suited words. Oh, you keyboard warriors. I love it, because you would never say that in real life. You could never, because you could never face me, and if you did, you just don't know me in real life, and that's okay. Anyways, so you want to know why you're having recurring dreams, and I think you said you wanted to pull past, present, and future, correct? Just I want to make sure that that's what you want, because I'm not too sure, because I know the live chat's kind of going back and forth.
No, I thought we were. He wanted to know, why do I dream about losing teeth for decades? This is huge.
Okay, that's that person. I thought it was the same person. Okay, let's figure it out. Let's figure it out. Why are you losing? Usually, when you lose teeth in your dream, is because teeth they are connected to every part of your body, right? Your organs. But I also feel like there's something coming up for you when it comes to your dreams. You're feeling a lack of not being able to move forward in certain aspects of your life, or feeling like you don't have luck on your side. Because Wheel of Fortune represents, the wheel is turning, right? You're going into this mode. Okay, we're going into this mode of, wanting this wheel to turn in your favor, being in the alignment of life, right? Really going into that. But because it's like this, there's something blocking you. And I also see that like there's something of lack. So let's see here. What cards are coming up? Yeah, there's something in regarding to your dreams where you don't have control, because you're having a hard time controlling some aspects, like I said, because this right here with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, usually when it comes like that, it represents that there's so many things going on that you're being pulled left and right. But in reality, from the vibes that I'm getting from what your question is that, just not feeling like you have everything together in your waking life. And it's crazy, because regardless of these teeth situation in your dream, I feel that in your wake life, things are actually going to start to come up and really be to where you're going to have peace within yourself and the people around you. There's a lot of happiness happening in the very near future. Even to now, you're probably getting a gist of it. But a lot of the times when we do experience, losing teeth, it could be the loss of like certain aspects of your conscious mind. There's certain aspects that you're not dealing with that it's asking you need to deal with it. And sometimes losing teeth can also, I don't want to scare you, but if you look it up, it represents like losing a loved one or losing someone around you. But that's just what they say as far as like dream interpretations. But for you, I don't see anything crazy as far as these dreams of what they're trying to hint to you. I do feel like you're very worried in your waking life. And it also penetrates into when you're sleeping. So with the Five of Swords here, you're feeling isolated, empty, not feeling like, or maybe even worried, or maybe at a loss. There's some type of blockage here too. So I feel like this card with the Eight of Wands in reverse is a lot of coming in and, understanding that you can have things right away. This also represents things moving quickly, but it's in reverse. So when it's in reverse, that aspect of being blocked by either communication or the flow of energy. So understand, like with these two energies here, you need to learn to kind of learn where these symptoms are coming from, because these dreams like to tell messages back and forth to you. It's up to you if you want to listen to them, but if they keep reoccurring, it could be that you need to end something in your life that's toxic. I do see that you're going to be standing in your power and manifesting and pushing forward. I don't see you walking away from certain aspects in your life, but I do see that, as far as like your emotional attachments, I see that you're still working on that. You do have a new beginning. That's so beautiful. The Fool card is here. So there is a new beginning happening to you, and along with you feel like people in the past were probably doing some shady things, but the truth has already been exposed to you. So I do see that things are starting to level out, and there are endings happening right now in your life. So there's things that are coming to a close. It could be that there may be, you know, situations that you've been dealing with a very long time that are now falling away from you. So that's a beautiful sign to see. I really enjoy seeing that. So I think with your dreams, it's just trying to tell you, like, you need to let go. Don't try so hard to hold on to whatever it is that you're holding on to, because it's just not going to benefit you in the future. Oh, very interesting. Whoever Stephen Greer is, the answers you need are coming. So don't worry. I think continue to go on. I think the new moon is definitely going to give you the answers that you're seeking. Also, a new start is coming. Oh, this is awesome. Look at this. Look how it matched together. A new start and the full card. So I say don't worry. You know, just learn to deal with the issues at hand and allow yourself to kind of, you know, take time for yourself, really focus on yourself and your inner wound, so that way you can ascend higher and you can manifest the things that you've been wanting to manifest. So I hope that helped you.
Nice. Well, we're coming up on an hour. I don't know how much longer you want to keep going. I think
we could finish the rest. I know there's maybe like 2 more. We could do 2 more.
Is there? Maybe I missed those. Let me see where the.
I think there's like 1 or 2. I don't know.
No, I think we got them all. If anybody was missed.
I know FG. Let me see.
FGraph 72 had one, maybe, right?
I think so. Just put it in the chat so we can see it. Oh yeah, Killboy. Oh yeah, didn't he want one? Yeah. Okay, so I'm having a repetitive dream. I need to know if I should heed it as a warning as I see it. Can I see 3 cards, past, present, and future? Sure. I love your subscribers. Are so sweet.
Yeah, you know, so you know, I'm sorry if a few people were not happy with you appearing here, but
I just laugh at it.
The vast majority are, so you know.
I laugh because you're just so ignorant. Like they don't get it. You know, that's okay.
It was this, or I have to learn to read tarot cards again. And honestly, I don't think
you should do it.
I know I should. I have them right here. I've been
doing.
Yeah, I've been doing.
Hell yeah.
Trying to do personal readings and really trying to memorize the deck and each meaning so that I don't need a cheat sheet, because I hate, you know.
I should actually. You know what? When we end this, there's actually a really good book to help you learn all the major arcanas and the minor arcanas and learning all that. I'll send you the link to it so that you can look it up.
Sure.
Okay, so past, present, future. I'm telling you, there's a lot of celebration going on. Wow. Wow. Oh my God. Okay, so FG. So in the past, there was something in your life with the 10 of Swords in reverse that didn't end correctly. You was picking up tarot reading gypsies before you were born. Okay, anyway, so 10 of Swords. It represents that you didn't come to a close in certain aspects in your life. I feel like right now you're realizing those aspects, and that's why in the present moment you're very happy. I see that there's a lot of happiness in the home, a lot of happiness, celebration around you. I feel like you're definitely reaching this moment of clarity lately, even though those dreams, I don't know exactly what it is that you're dreaming, but I don't see any negativity at all. I also see very positive. I see the Ace of Wands too. So I feel like with the Ace of Wands, there is a blessing actually coming in your life in the very near future for sure. You know, and you're going to see this happening too. I think you're slowly like low-key actually seeing this coming. But I do see that it's going to be very awesome, and it's going to change the way that you're going to be doing things. Again, remember that wands represent what? It represents not just the fire element, but it represents, you know, creativity. It represents the sacral chakra. It represents you manifesting and going forward into your passions and endeavors. So I definitely think things are going to be really good for you in the near future. So I hope that helped you.
Nice. Okay.
Hi, Rogue.
Rogue Status is here. There she is.
He's a homie.
Yeah, he grew up in this almost in the same neighborhood I did. I think it was a few neighborhoods older from me in Philadelphia. Yeah. Yeah, so he's another Philly guy.
Yeah, he's awesome. He sometimes comes on my lives too.
Yeah, there was another one that I missed.
Oh, Killboy.
Killboy. Where was that one?
It's on the bottom. It says, my question is what's going to happen in my financial job.
Oh, there we go.
Because he lost his job.
Yeah, he did. He recently got fired, I think. Yeah.
I'm so glad you came on, Killboy, because something that I got like a little download when you said this, like when I read I think it was yesterday, you know, in regarding to your job, I'm not going to pull any cards right now. I'm just going to tell you what I'm feeling in regards to that, because this is going to be a test for y'all haters. So I'm not using tarot with this one. I'm maybe going to pull one oracle just to see what the full moon has to offer, or the new moon has to offer. Confusing the two. But in regards to your job, right now we're transitioning. So if you're not very aware of astrology, that's okay. I'll explain it to you really quickly. So you know, we just had a full moon in Scorpio, and what Scorpio represents is endings and rejuvenation in your life. So I feel like you had to end this job because it wasn't fulfilling to your soul, and you know this, even though you had some type of emotional stability with the situation, and you're really reliant on this position. And I feel like your higher self was not in agreement with what it is that you were trying to do, because there's actually going to be other opportunities coming in for you. There may be some sort of delay, but these opportunities are actually going to be more in the alignment of what is it you want to do. It's asking me too that you need to, what is you need to know is that you need to start working on your craft. I think you know what I'm talking about when it comes to that. Your craft is a really big thing. There's things that you've been wanting to do for a really long time. And I think that this was a blessing in disguise that you're not seeing, because you're kind of like, oh, frustrated, like, oh my God, I lost my job. Like, what the hell? Like, what am I going to do now? Do I have to go on unemployment? All this other stuff. I feel like don't worry and focus too much on the detail. Focus on where is it you're trying to go, how you're going to do it. Come up with that big game plan for yourself so that you can reach those goals that you're trying to achieve. I know that it's easier said than done, but I think that things are actually going to start manifesting slowly in the direction that you want it to. I think that this is low-key something you wanted to happen, but you didn't think that it was going to happen right now. So I think that you just need to just kind of take a step back a little bit, evaluate what is it that you're trying to do in your life so that you can manifest that outcome. So let me pull an oracle for you to see. Oh, what did I tell you? Look at that, guys. I don't even have to use tarot, and I can already tell you what this man is going through and what he's trying to do. There's a reason why that this job ended for you, because there's actually something coming in to actually help you expand what is it you're trying to do. I love that. I love the fact that you just said you're starting your own business. That's awesome. Yeah, that's going to bring you what it is that you're asking for. Look at this. Expect a powerful change. So there is change coming along. This job that you had to let go of had to happen. This had to happen for you. And I think that with that being said, it said, oh my God, look at this, Kill. I didn't even have to like ask the cards. It just literally came out. So it says, expect a powerful change and show the world the real you, meaning you need to start that business, because that change is for you to start that business. Okay. So I hope that helped you. See, Stephen, I used no tarot cards, and this man just admitted that he's starting his own business. This is incredible. So you're on mute, by the way.
I'm sorry, I was coughing.
It's okay.
Yeah, he says, yeah, I understand, and I'm starting my own business. So you nailed that one. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need cards to like. I have special gifts for a reason. I've had this gift since I was a kid.
So did we get them all, or do we have time for another one? I think.
Oh wait, Leo Future Health.
Oh wait a minute, Blind Dave Crypto. He's an Aries and outlook on the hurricane season.
Oh, you want another question on the hurricane season? I'm guessing you're in Florida? You're welcome, Killboy. Oh, there's actually...
And if anybody should happen to hear children screaming, it's because I don't know what's going on outside of my office. They're 10 and 5.
Oh yeah, they're running amok probably somewhere.
It's like the natives are restless, and I gotta hear like woo, yeah, like.
When did I realize when I was a different kid?
I need noise.
You're very attached to your higher self, Don Craze Face. You have issues, dude. Anyways, that's probably why things don't go the way that you want them to, and you're projecting hell right now. Anyway, so 5 of swords, or 5 of wands. So with the 5 of wands, okay, around this hurricane season, the thing is that when the 5 of wands, regardless when it's upright or not, you know, it still is symbolizing tension. So there is tension regarding this hurricane season that's about to come up. Because I know if you live in Florida, I usually know that hurricane season usually starts around July, August. So there are going to be kind of a moment where things might get a little chaotic, and just be prepared, because there's going to be a lot of people fleeing from this hurricane, and they're making that decision very quickly. So definitely just keep in mind that with this situation here, you know, be prepared for this coming. Look at this. People are trying to move out of wherever you're at right now. I live in Florida. Hurricane in Ireland. Seriously?
Oh no, he's in.
Oh, that's somebody random.
New Orleans, actually.
Oh, New Orleans. Okay, so
that's definitely hurricane territory. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that Florida has hurricanes a lot, and I know that New Orleans, some parts of the South too. So yeah, I feel like people are going to be fleeing. There's moments, either you can be probably thinking about moving out of there, or there just be a lot of individuals like kind of getting spooked out because they don't know what to expect. Because kind of like what happened to Texas, right? Where they had this massive, crazy snowstorm out of nowhere, and people just were like, "Oh my God, what do I do? Like, where do I go?" And people were out of power, people were out of food, all that. So I feel like if you have a hunch, you better listen to that hunch. Because yeah, people are going to be very distraught, unhappy. This is definitely from the universe. The universe is definitely causing this ruckus because it needs to happen. So with this hurricane season, definitely be prepared more than normal this time around, because there's going to be more things causing it than normal, than past hurricanes for sure. So
nice. And we have somebody in the Facebook live chat. Comments. Leo, it's Eddie. Shout out to Eddie. And
I would love to do future health. However, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a licensed physician. So unfortunately, I cannot. However, I can recommend you to a lovely doctor named Dr. Robert Morris on YouTube. So go ahead and check him out. He's a naturopathic physician, and he's amazing.
Yeah. And I guess the debate goes on. It's okay. Debate is good. Yeah, so I think we got everybody.
Yeah, I think everyone's good.
We're going to wrap it up here, folks. And I will I may be doing another show tonight. It depends.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have some things to do tomorrow and may not get time to, yeah.
I feel it.
But I want to thank you for doing this, because a lot of people
for sure.
because they knew that people might be nasty to them, or
I just think it's funny, like it's like
yeah.
It's okay though. I mean, look, at the end of the day, they're just projecting, and that's just what it is.
You know what I'm saying? More. Yeah, I'm gonna do another one tonight. I'm gonna take a break, and then we're gonna dive into Sarah R. Adams and her superpowers.
Oh, I can't wait.
He told Jimmy Church about after Jimmy Church says he vets everything on his show 3 times. Yeah.
Oh no, I can't wait for that
Rogue
one.
Status has a very good question. When did you know you were different from other kids?
Yeah, I could totally answer that question. So this happened when I was a very little girl. It's hard to explain this, but my mother would tell me that I would have like little imaginary friends, and I was like, what the hell are you talking about? I don't remember that truly, but I know with little kids, they're able to actually see spirits, and they're able to see like their guardian angels, if you believe in that or not, but they're able to see things that you know, others don't. As adults, you tend to not really see that as much. So I feel like that kind of sparked it, because I'm like, as I got older, like I actually asked my mom, like, tell me more about what that even meant. You know, she's like, yeah, you would just, because I was a single child at the time. So as when you're a little kid and you don't have, you know, a lot of kids around you, or you don't have siblings, kids that have a really big creativity will tend to create imaginary friends. And so that is kind of like what sparked it when I was a little kid. And then as soon as I started to kind of mature a little bit more, when I was in high school, I actually used to do a lot of remote viewing with my friends, and like would tell them certain things that were happening. And they would freak out with me. They'd be like, well, how did you even know that? Like, that's crazy. And I'm like, I don't know. This is just something I had. And I've kept it under wraps forever until recently. The last, like, I want to say 5 to 6 years, no, about like 7 years truly, as when I actually started to hone in on my gifts, because I had them dormant for a very long time. Like I didn't want anything to do with it because I didn't know what to do with it. I was a young girl, but as I got older, you know, as time progressed, they got even stronger, regardless if I ignored them or not. So I felt like now that I'm my age now, I'm a lot more mature to handle these things. And that's why I'm able, like I tell you guys, when you come on to Steven or onto my show, I don't need the cards. I can easily like pick up on your energy and understand what is it you're going through in different flaws. So this individual that, you know, I'm going to shout your name out again, the Dom Craze Phase, I know that you're going through something right now and you're very skeptical on certain aspects of spirituality, and that's okay. I'm going to send a lot of love and light to you, to your heart, because I know that you don't understand things, and that's okay. And, you know, I'm not a bad individual. I don't mean any harm to anyone. And, you know, love and light to you, dude. That's all I can say to that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'll think of you in my thoughts and prayers as well. Maybe you're
for sure. Sometimes people need prayers, you know? Yeah. So, yeah.
Hugh is here, who says Jimmy Church's hypocrisy needs discussing. Tune in later tonight, and I'm going through the Sarah R. Adams superpowers rundown. She's telling Jimmy Church about all her new superpowers, so we're going to talk about that. And maybe people that are skeptics might enjoy that more.
Yeah, I'm sure, for sure. 100%.
That's what I can offer you.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And I do have to say this too. And maybe it'll even come as a surprise to Steph, but one of the reasons that I did this was because I thought, when else am I going to get an opportunity to like hear an intuitive tarot card reader read people for hours, right? So maybe I have my own selfish interests in exploring this whole thing of tarot card reading, because this afforded me an opportunity to listen to Steph give the readings, to observe, to see the psychology of people's reaction to the readings, to later have people email me and say how dead on she was with the reading that she gave. Like 2 weeks after your appearances, my inbox starts, you know, binging, and I've had probably 6 or 7 people email me with how accurate they thought your readings were. So, and the other thing is this, is like, Steph, it's very easy for me to tell the audience what I don't believe. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Because some of these frauds and charlatans and liars and fairy tale people, they're so easy to pick apart and prove that they're frauds. And I don't believe them. It's much harder to show people what I do believe. And I'm still trying to decide on what I believe. So, you know, I decided consciously to get a little more esoteric in our show coverage here, and things that we cover, and talks with a remote viewer, which is something that a year ago I never would have entertained, having a remote viewer here, or, you know, but I met a good one. And so I was kind of intrigued by their ability. And we've been through a few different weird tests with them, and they're going to come on the show, and we're going to talk about some of the let's just call them experiments that I did with them. And so I have an interest in all things paranormal, esoteric, and magical or mystical. We're going to cover all of it,
Yeah, and Stephen can even tell you too, like, he didn't even ask me to do a reading for him. I just volunteered to do a reading on him because I wanted to show him, like, that I'm the real deal, and he was a skeptic himself. He can even tell you, like, he did an episode where,
well, I'd say I'm still a skeptic,
yeah.
but I'm a little less skeptical, and I'm more interested, engaged, and intrigued by the possibilities now, having gotten to know you, and and also too, other show hosts have talked about this, like, sometimes you just become friends with somebody and you lose your objectivity, like, I don't know if I had heard your readings before knowing you at all, if I would have said this is crap, or I don't know. I don't think that I would, though, based on what I've observed here. And also, like I said, sometimes you lose your objectivity, like it just happens, right?
Yeah, exactly. And thank you, Hugh, for saying that. I appreciate that. I don't ask for money because that's not my goal here. It's more so like
yeah, but if you do, you should know. We should mention, though, that if people want a longer reading,
you could totally book one with me.
Them. Yeah, and I've heard from several people from our audience that were very pleased with their readings that they received from Steph. So you can check out Willow Unity on YouTube, and there's great resources there.
Yeah, for sure.
So we have you coming back in 2 weeks, so everybody that liked it can come back 2 more Tuesdays, and everybody that didn't like it can come back and let me know that in the live chat.
They can talk their mess. It's all good.
It's all good. And listen, I'm perfectly okay with people not liking something that I do. I just ask everybody to be respectful. There's a way to say, there's a way to express your dissatisfaction with a show or show topic or whatever, without being, rude and nasty to the guest or the host,
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm going to throw you out of here. And
for sure.
All right.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Stephen.
All right. Bye. All right, friends. And I don't want to get too far into the weeds here, but the people that are not happy with me entertaining the idea of tarot card readings here, again, I'll spill a little bit of the beans. I've got 3 pages of notes from every time that Steph was here giving tarot card readings. So maybe, just maybe, you don't know the full story of us hosting tarot cards here at all. Maybe it's a further exploration into an esoteric subject that I'm interested in, and having Steph here, who is a competent, experienced tarot card reader, afforded me an interesting opportunity, because after all, I'm sitting right here listening to the whole thing. I get to study her readings. I get to interact with the audience. I get to hear feedback from the audience to see what is it that they thought about the accuracy of her readings. And I got to tell you that so far, a lot of people are sending me very positive stuff about, how accurate her readings are. Now, I guess sometimes I could be a science and data guy, and I want to know what exactly did she say that would happen, that happened, and what are the, what is the, the frequency with which she misses a prediction versus where she hits a prediction. And that's hard to quantify, but I'm trying here. So there's more to the story, and you're missing that. And being rude to her is not going to help me complete this sort of project that I started. And by the way, now I have to be honest with her, like that I had an ulterior motive also with hosting her here. It wasn't just because people asked me to have tarot card reader here. I wanted an opportunity to study a tarot card reader and try to learn more about this art form, this this thing, right? And having her here, I got to do that, and you got to come along with me. And maybe after her next appearance in 2 weeks, we'll do a show where I just talk about my experience observing this tarot card reader and her readings. Yeah, Hugh says my reading was very accurate. Yeah, and I'm hearing that a lot. And, you know, but I still don't know if that's because she's good at giving generalized statements and cold reading. I hear a little bit of things that sound to me like typical cold reading in some of her readings, but not as much as I have from. She's harder to. She's harder. It's much harder for me to say, well, she's cold reading, because of the lack of generalized statements that she makes. She's a little more direct than I've heard almost any other psychic or intuitive reader be. Yeah. Rogue Status says nothing malicious about that girl. That's what counts. And yeah, listen, you know, I can say a lot of things about some of the other people that we talk about, but one thing that's for sure is they won't come on my show and let me ask them questions. You see, this girl Steph is an open book. I can ask her anything, and she'll answer honestly to the best of her ability. And she believes she's helping people with her readings and her skills and her abilities. And I don't see anything wrong with that. Now, have I made a determination about it? Do I believe so far that tarot cards are anything more than just entertainment? Yeah. So far, I think it's a little more than entertainment. And Pragmagic was here earlier, mentioned that sometimes it's not about woo. The exercise of tarot cards can be a psychological experience to help you make a decision or many other things. There's many possibilities. So yeah, and again, I'm sorry if somebody didn't like us having a tarot card reader. But again, maybe don't know the story, the whole story. I have 3 pages of notes from her first appearances, a few pages of notes from her second appearance. Tonight, later tonight, I'm going to play back the whole show, and I'm going to make more notes. And then, like I said, at some point, I'm going to have her on here and I'll spill the beans. I'll say, here's what I think about your abilities, and she can agree or disagree with me, or the audience can agree or disagree with me. But where else was I going to get an opportunity to observe and experience a tarot card reader giving tarot card readings to people for 4 or 5 hours? You know, most tarot card readers were not just going to let me sit and listen into them giving readings for 4 or 5 hours. To me, this was an opportunity, and I took it. And I'm sorry if you don't like that, but you know, stay tuned, and you know, I will present my notes on this whole experience eventually. We're building to that, right? And ask anybody that knows me, I tend to be a little bit obsessive about researching things or investigating things. So, and hey, I get it. Some people didn't know that I was doing this until I said it tonight. Okay, maybe they just thought, oh, he's going woo, you know. And I've got other show hosts saying I sold out or something. We just got super chats turned on last week or something, right? I've been doing this for years. Suddenly I'm a sellout because I got super chats. But people are going to say whatever they're going to say. And you know, people are like, oh, he's going to make the show more commercial and he's going to do this for money. Well, hey, bro, I spend 20 hours a week on average, sometimes more, working on the show, and my time is worth something. If you don't like that, I don't know what to tell you, you know. Yes, deep breath. I just did it right when I read that. Yeah. Yeah, tarot is interpreting the cards, not prediction. Yeah, I mean, you know, there's all different interpretations. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a break, and then at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is just about 30 minutes from now, I'm going to come back and do a second show for the night, and that's going to be on Sarah R. Adams' appearance on Jimmy Church. You're going to like it. I hope that you'll join me for that. And if you want to laugh at fake psychics, come and let's do that tonight. I haven't determined that, I don't even know if she considers herself a psychic. She said intuitive. Yeah. And again, maybe I've lost my objectivity. I like Steph. I think she's a good person. I think that she's truly trying to help people with an ability that she feels that she has, was born with. Yeah, and V says tarot is fascinating and therapeutic. Yeah. You on Jimmy Church. Yeah, we're going to talk about Sarah R. Adams' recent appearance on Jimmy Church. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to take a short break, friends, and I'm going to come back. We're going to have a double dose of Truth Seekers tonight. So again, for the people that didn't like this show, maybe you'll like the next one. That's all I can tell you. I'm trying real hard up here. I have... when I'm so skeptical and I beat everybody up, then I have a lot of the true believers emailing me saying, why don't you have this person? Or why don't you have that person? Or why don't you at least try to, be fair and balanced and give us some of the more esoteric stuff? And then I try to do that and the skeptics don't like it. So yeah, we're in a strange sort of place though, like I'm trying to have some balance. I don't want an echo chamber here of all skeptical people. But I don't want, a bunch of woo people, new age people that just believe anything somebody says. I'm looking for a balance, a nice balance, so that we can build a community of all different types of people, skeptics, believers, skeptical believers, whatever the case may be, right? Well, friends, I'm always happy when there's an audience. I want to thank my guest, Steph from Willow Unity. I'm very happy that she came here to do this. She's going to be back in 2 weeks, and we'll have more. Maybe we'll have a hopping controversy happen in that live chat. It wouldn't be the first, and it probably wouldn't be the last time. So I'm always happy when there's an audience. I've come here. I'm watering this garden, for surely if I continue to water this garden will grow. Thank you for being here and coming to the garden and seeing its progress. Until next time, friends, which will be in about 30 minutes, double shot tonight. My name is Stephen Cambion. Good night, and God bless all of you.